Od 19. do 23. veljače u Zagrebu se održavala napredna radionica snimanja dokumentarnog filma za mlade od 15 do 18 godina, Lovci na duhove, pod vodstvom Domenica Centronea, talijanskog dokumentarista, filmskog edukatora i multimedijskog praktičara. Radionicu je organizirala udruga Bacači sjenki u sklopu programa Sined i filmske škole Frum.
I started my career in fiction as I started with production as a production assistant and doing all this very humble job on set because I thought that this was cinema and I didn't like it at all. Then I was lucky enough to go to Spain for studying. And when I was in Spain, by chance, I took a course of documentary film. I didn't know what it was. And then I did this course, and I remember that I saw some films that, for me, I was not even aware that you can use film in that way. So what is documentary for me is everything that doesn't have a definition. Everything that you cannot define clearly, you put it in this category of documentary. So for me, what I like about documentary is that it's very free, it's a very free form, it's very exciting. I came up with this concept, it's an experiment, and it's a workshop for advanced students, so it's important that they have a little bit of knowledge of how to use cameras, how to use sounds. But the idea of the workshop is to broaden their view over film, so what film can be. The idea it started in Belgium, because I was living there in Brussels. And in Brussels we were studying sound and soundful films, and I was very lucky because I had very good teachers. One of them is called Michel Coquette, and the other was called Rob Rombout. And they came out with this idea of this exercise called sound before image. So what do? You usually in film you shot the image and then you record the sound and you put the sound under the image and you have your film. What we are trying to do here is to do the thing in reverse. So we start with the text, then we use sounds, we build the film with sounds and text, and only at the end we use images. With sound, you can work in a more abstract way. With image, we are very visual creatures as humans, but also we live in a very visual society. So we tend to be very concrete with sound, and we can forget an image. But with sound, we can be much more free. So we start from that, and then we move to the image. The first day was about sharpening the students' hearing. So we made some exercise of listening inside the school. No microphones, no camera, anything, just listening. And we saw some films that were interesting in that way. The second day, which was yesterday, we went inside the location. The location was an abandoned building in Zagreb. It's the old military hospital. And we asked them to collect sounds, to collect objects, and these are the objects they have collected from the hospital, and to collect stories. So they went to the people around the hospital asking about if there were ghosts inside the building. Then we came back. We gathered all the objects, all the sounds, all the stories, and we started to brainstorm. Okay, what can a film be? And we came out with a lot of very crazy ideas. Some of them were there on that wall, but now you just see a few because we took them out. Today was a very important day because we started to take out all the parts that were not useful. They went back to the hospital, they collect more things. And at the end of the day, we decided what the story will be, which is the hardest part. There is one last part of the exercise which I think is very important. It will be to give the film back to the place. What I mean by that is that we as filmmakers, we go into places and we collect things, but we never think we need to give things back. So what we will do, we will make a film and create QR codes on paper. We will print these QR codes and we will make a poster of the film with the QR code of the film, and we will stick it in the location, so every person that will go inside the abandoned hospital can watch the film about the ghost of the old military hospital. So in a way, it's a way of giving back the story to the place, which I think is very important. But for me, these workshops are a precious way to get to know a city I don't know through the eyes of young students. So I think it's the coolest life I can expect from myself. No?